Now, I mentioned there was one more step, and that one more step is right here. And looking at the time, I'm thinking this may not be a great time to try to go through this. So let's leave the 3D lookup tables for later. And right now, what I want to say is if you have gone through these steps with different images and you've tried to work each step as optimally as possible and you still have banding, there's a few things you might try. On the uppermost layer, you might try the motion blur one more time because you're going to copy that in. If that doesn't work, use your history to undo that and get back to your last state. Add light grain and then motion blur again. Excuse me, because what the blur is doing, this little short 100 pixel blur, is it's actually blurring the grain, and the grain is moving across, depending upon what angle you pick, it's moving across the banding that you may have persisting in some of your images. I have found that there's a point of diminishing returns. Some images are just so banded that I am unable to remove it all without spending an inordinate amount of time. And I can tell you from experience, these blurs are really easy to make. You want a wide variety of blurs. You don't necessarily want garish colors, but even if you have those, we can always take those, flatten them down, and take them into Photoshop and desaturate or otherwise enhance them to make them more usable. What's important is that these blurs are smooth without banding. So that's where you want to go. The 5,000 by 5,000 pixels at 300 pixels per inch is our target size for our collections of blurs that we will either package alone as blurs themselves or use, as I told you before, as base layers for other types of textures. These are highly marketable, fairly easy to produce, and once you get the actions down and you become familiar with these steps and you learn how to tweak these, oh my goodness, it's so easy to produce these blurs. When you see what the 3D lookup table is all about and how you can sometimes, not always, sometimes get 2, 3, 10 different blurs out of one image because the colors shift so dramatically, oh my, what another force multiplier that is. We'll get to that in another set of videos. For now, have some fun with blurs, learn about actions, think about how you can speed up your own work, and work smart in Photoshop. Have fun.